attention blizzards, and a blizzard is a long-lasting snowstorm that has very high winds and produces a lot of snow. This is a blizzard. This man is standing right there holding a slow sign because the blizzard is creating a whiteout and it becomes very slippery. So the cars can't drive through very fast, so they have to go slow. Blizzards mostly occur in Alaska, New Hampshire. Blizzards mostly occur in the countries Canada, Russia, Antarctica, Iceland, Greenland. And blizzards mostly occur in the states Alaska, New Hampshire, Washington, Oregon, Montana, Michigan, Minnesota, and New York. Right here is a diagram of how freezing rain, sleet, and snow form. Rain forms by having cold air on top of cold air on the bottom and warm air in the middle, and there is much more warm air than cold air, so it never melts. Frozen precipitation melts into rain. Freezing rain still has cold air like a sandwich, like two pieces of bread, and this is the middle. And there's less warm air than rain, so it becomes really darn cold. Sleet has a tiny bit of warm air. Since sleet is just balls of ice. That's why it falls to the ground and doesn't melt. Snow has absolutely no warm air. It's only cold air, and that's why it becomes solid all the way. It makes its way from the sky to the ground. It never melts. And blizzards form when two different kinds of air have different temperatures. There are two ingredients to a blizzard. Two different kinds of temperatures with two different kinds of air that have different temperatures, and moist. It has to be really moist outside for there to be a blizzard. And when the warm air and cold air are stuck, it becomes stationary. And stationary means like it's really cold, and the wind, it's getting overpowered and it comes to the ground, and it carries some snow with it because there's so much cold air. But the warm air stays up high, so the blizzard can't reach it. And that's how a blizzard forms. How to save yourself from a blizzard is the most important thing. To save yourself from a blizzard, you first need to know that there is a blizzard. You'll probably hear the blizzard alarm. You probably have one somewhere in your house. If you don't, you should install one if there are blizzards around in your area pretty darn often. And during a blizzard, never ever leave the warm place you are in. You first have to get to a warm place like your house or in the basement or something, and then stand there. Never leave the place. And remember, you always have to have canned food and a safety kit and a can opener, so you can eat your food and you have a safety kit. But if you have like a brother or sister or something, bring some arts and crafts or games so you don't get bored, because blizzards could last for days. Some interesting facts that I found out were that snow is white because it reflects light. So snow falls and then the sun's shining right on it, and the snow reflects it, so it doesn't have the color like our chairs or our tables. It just has a plain white color because it reflects light. And snowflakes are made of ice crystals. A snowflake can be made out of at least crystals. And do you imagine how much snowflakes are out there? So there's probably like 2,000 million ice crystals basically out there. And also, avalanches usually happen after blizzards because blizzards can overpower on the mountains. And there's like this bowl basically in the mountains, like it's a steep hill, but it curves downward. And when it overflows, an avalanche usually happens because there's way too much and it just overflows down to the earth. Next is blizzards can give you frostbite or hypothermia. Frostbite is when you're standing out in the cold, they're shivering, and your fingers can get frosted over, and they might even fall off. That isn't such a pretty story. And hypothermia is when you're like shivering really hard, and you're cold always. You're always cold, and that can last for a couple months. Next is blizzards can occur after snowfall when high winds make whiteouts. And blizzards can do many kinds of damage. The first kind of damage that they can do is they can turn over cars, like this school bus. It got turned over and school is delayed. Next, cars could get stuck in the snow nose first. So you do not want to be driving in your car when there's a blizzard. Next, we have blizzards can bury people under snow so badly that they can never find their way out. The snow is like cold. You can't even build a snowman out of it because it's frosted over with a really thick layer of snow. Well, ice. So you can't even get out. You can't push that ice out. So you'll die probably. If that ever happens to you. Last. Roofs could collapse because blizzards bring down so much snow that roofs can collapse. So never be on your second floor during a blizzard. Never, ever, ever. Because the snow might take the roof off and then the snow will just come piling all over the second floor. So if you can, put your bed down on the first floor just in case. And last, there could be flight delays because during a blizzard, there's so much snow that an airplane can't even move. Like right here, there's a picture of an airplane and a man getting off because there was a flight delay. Any questions? Any questions?